3, 2, 1, and we are back again. Back again for another one. Coming at ya, Cleopatra. Coming at ya. Y'all remember that song?
No.
Damn, you remember that shit?
Wait, Cleopatra?
Yeah, Cleopatra coming at you.
Cleopatra is coming at you.
I don't remember who sang that shit.
They're coming at you.
It was 90s as fuck.
Sounds very 90s.
No, I thought it was early 2000s.
Was it?
I thought it was early 2000s.
Somewhere before my balls dropped. Somewhere before that incident. The incident that I wrecked the holes after.
What?
Coming soon in Japan. All right. Anyways, so yeah, we're back again, folks. Today we are joined by none other than.
It was by an artist named Cleopatra.
Okay. I will be. And I really wasn't thinking. You caught me totally off guard. I guess I'll be Swerve Shakur.
Alrighty.
Swerve Shakur today.
Since we talked about the song by Cleopatra, I will be Darbius Caesar.
Okay. Darbius Caesar. And what the hell did you say?
I'm Swerve Shakur.
Swerve Shakur.
Make him say,
That's Master P, nigga.
That swerves to P.
Swerves
to P. It's pretty player. I like that. Let's borrow that
Oh,
one.
yeah. You're Swerve Shakur. That's why I fucked your bitch, fat motherfucker.
Damn.
Oh, my bad. What? Swerve money. Swerve money. First off.
And I'm do 'em dirty.
Do 'em dirty.
Do 'em dirty. Looks like we got a topic on the board for our folks at home. It's gonna be a fun one. I do want to pop off with that one. We talked about it a little bit in the month of October when we kind of got on the Satan and demon shit, but we didn't dive into it. So now we're gonna put a magnifying glass over this spot in particular.
Gnosticism.
Yeah. The topic for today is Gnosticism. Man. You know what's so crazy about it? I did not know this was already a belief system. I just kind of felt this way. And then I come out and it's like, it's a whole thing already. I was like, oh, shit. So I don't feel crazy anymore. Like, I was like, now I know that there's other people out there that had this going already. I don't feel crazy for thinking this.
Put an A in front of it and then you got agnostic.
I know, right?
Yes, actually.
Oh, it's fine.
But here's the thing. That's what the word actually means. Mm-hmm. Gnosticism, if I remember, the root word is like knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah,
or some shit like that. Yeah.
A in front of words is supposed to be like unsure or take away.
Or without
or type of thing. Yeah. That's why you have atheist, but theism is,
So
it applies.
So, which is crazy when you look at it this way, because that means that agnostic, where you just don't really know and you don't really have an answer.
Absence of knowledge.
Gnosticism is the complete opposite of that. They know what the fuck is going on, which is scary.
Well, they think they know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't lie. I rock with Gnosticism. I wouldn't say I am agnostic, but I fucks with it. There's truth to it, I would say.
I think so as well.
Nazir Jones.
The weird part about,
Gnosticism,
I guess,
Jones.
Gnosticism is, first of all, it's not a religion. It's just a set of beliefs. But from what I remember,
that's the same thing, Komodo. What are you talking about?
No.
Because you know what else was a set of beliefs, not a religion? Buddhism.
Are there Buddhist like temples and churches and shit?
Once you throw an ism at the end of that shit, it's a religion.
Buddhism.
Well, here's the reason why.
I think 1950s they were like, nah,
they don't.
You're a religion because you didn't worship Buddha. You tried to change that level.
They don't classify. Like, you can look at it right now. They don't classify it as a religion. They'll tell you it's not a religion.
Who don't classify it? They don't.
No one.
Okay.
But it started it started becoming a general. It started becoming a general census as a religion.
The reason why I'm talking about Gnosticism, not Buddhism. I'm talking they don't classify Gnosticism as a religion because first of all, from the shit I was reading and looking up, is Gnosticism is a compilation of like other beliefs from other religions, and it's kind of like that thing I was saying. Like you just put all the pieces to the puzzle to make the most sense, and then that's like the whole picture of what it is. But like they don't classify it as, I forgot why they don't classify it as a full blown religion, but it's just a set of beliefs And I learned some things along the way, like the true definition of the word heretic.
They were the first group of people to be called a heresy by the church.
Yeah, they were the first heretics.
The original heretics. So to let you know.
But here goes the fucked up thing. If I was to ask y'all right now without looking up the definition, what do you think a heretic is?
I mean, I thought it was just basically a motherfucker who's saying some shit that don't align with what the church is fucking with.
All right. What about you?
Somebody talking shit.
Talking shit?
Yeah, you talking shit about the church. You're a heretic.
Oh.
Basically, you saying shit that...
When you said talking shit, the first thing I thought of was bussy. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want some gangsters to come inside your fucking house? But
like some blasphemous shit.
Honestly, I kind of thought the definition meant a little bit of like a pariah, like an outcast or some shit. Because like when you think about it, that's how they come at heretics.
That's how you become. I was about to say that's how you become.
That's how they come. Because I always thought it. Because you hear the word heretic or heresy, you always get that disgust face, like oh, heresy. But like that's literally all it is a motherfucker. The definition is literally somewhere along the lines of a person who essentially goes against the traditional belief of something, or someone who invokes change. So technically, Obama was a heretic. But then he wasn't, because he did the same shit. No, I'm not going to get started.
And Trump. And Trump was a heretic.
I wonder, would that be considered heresy if he wants to go back to the way things... Oh, go back to the way things were. What does that mean in America? What does that mean?
They never changed.
Oh, God. But
it means you're gonna be called boy a lot more.
It depends who's saying it. It depends who's holding the whip, and is there a fishnet involved with the whip?
You gonna sleep with the fishes?
That's not the type of fishnet I was trying to end up in, but you never know nowadays. But so heretics, heresy, all that shit. They were basically a group of motherfuckers that said, "Yo, man, this Christian shit don't fully sound right. Something ain't clicking here." And they had all of these scriptures and all these writings. And it was like two dudes found them in a cave one day. Because before they found the actual like writings and teachings of Gnosticism like written down, the only thing that was to go off of was nothing but bad things. I didn't know this shit. So basically we've been knowing Gnosticism existed for centuries.
Thousands of years. Yeah,
we've been knowing it existed, but like until I think like somewhere in the 1800s is when they actually found the fucking scriptures. It's that recent. But like before that, the only thing that people had to go off of was word of like the church. And you gotta think about it. What the fuck the church gonna say? There's some fine young people. No. So if you look back, the churches themselves actually lied about people that practice Gnosticism and the beliefs. And they would go around telling people, like, they would lie and just make up shit, be like, oh yeah, they eat babies. They kill, like, that was one of the main things. They're like, yeah, people who are Gnostic eat babies. And like they torture babies and shit. So they were just going around lying and shitting on these people because it's like we heard a second ago, like whatever I can do to discredit you and disprove you so people don't believe you or start following you. And that's what the church did. But you got to think about it. If they found all of the teachings, all the scriptures in one place, what does that tell you? That tells me two things right off bat. One, they weren't on all this conquering and, if you want to call it going on mission, whatever you want to fucking call it. They wasn't on spreading all of this shit across the world for control or other ulterior motives. And two, that tells me that they were worried about one thing.
That shit getting out.
They own selves. I was going to say that.
I was like, they were trying to hide that shit, clearly.
I don't know if they were trying to hide it as much as... I mean, they could have been, though. Because it was all, like, literally, like, some kind of just... I don't even know how to describe it. It was like it looked like one of those, like... Have you ever seen, like, a place... one of them primitive places where they, like, built a house inside of a wall or some shit inside of a mountain? Yeah. That's what it looked like. It was just, like, some Adobe type shit where it's just, like, these, like, little areas, and they just showed these motherfuckers, like, going inside. It was, like, some Stone Age looking shit almost. But I know it wasn't Stone Age, but... But yeah, they just found all these like scriptures up in there, and then they just went back and decoded them, and they was like, "Well, this is it, boys. We got them." And
ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
We got them. But it was all the teachings. But it was some crazy shit in there. Like,
let's get to the meat.
Yeah, like you gonna talk about the demiurge and shit?
I thought you were gonna get into all that.
Nah, bro, you got the. I just wanted to give a little bit of the history, of the backstory. That's what I think. think I know the most, but yeah, if you want to dive into it a little bit, yeah, dive into it.
Oh shit! Well, in a nutshell, what the Gnostics believe is that the Christian concept of God or Yahweh is like a lesser false god who pretty much created the physical reality and have imprisoned our souls in this physical reality, aka Matrix, whatever you want to call it. And basically, he's doing that to keep us subservient. And there's the higher true creator of the whole universe, multiverse, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really out there. And Jesus actually represented like the spirit of the true God, you know what I'm saying, which is all mind, mental power, knowledge, or whatever the case, however you want to phrase it. It came down to kind of show us the right way. So Jesus was pretty much the embodiment of the real God to show us, hey, this false God got y'all fucked up, basically. So that's in a nutshell what the Gnostics believe. And so you can see why the Catholic Church was like, hey, man, these niggas gotta go. Because y'all fucking shit up for us. But I think it has a lot of truth to it. If you look in the Bible, there's a lot of evidence that could... I mean, like he said, you know, I think a lot of people have always kind of had this these thoughts and shit. Niggas just didn't know that there was already religion behind it. But basically, if you feel like... If you ever just question, you know, just reality and feel like, you know, shit may not be real or whatever the case may be, just read into it. But with the Gnostics, you know, so we got the story of creation... you know what I'm saying? It was basically like, you know, we're going to create them in our image. It hints to multiple higher powers. Then you have God, excuse me, telling niggas like, hey, I'm a very jealous guy. You ain't supposed to praise nobody else. It's just shit like that. It's like, why would God be jealous? You know what I'm saying? If you truly the real creator of everything, what is it
do out of love?
Well, what is there to be jealous of? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really just the true creator and the power source, why are you insecure? You know what I'm saying? That's
the demiurge talking, right?
Exactly, right. Yeah, exactly. So like that God is like the demiurge, the lesser, this false God, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying?
Which I was looking that up. I was like, bro, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, bro, that's gonna piss people off. You figure out Yahweh is the demiurge?
Yeah, because it's like, and that's why it fucked people's head up back then, because it's like, nah, we've been praising this nigga the whole time, but it's like,
that's the point, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point. But that's the whole point. He tricked you and he created this world and got you praising this man. And when you think about it, it's like, I mean, shit. What was that? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, man.
Well, I'll get on the demiurge real quick. So the demiurge is apparently supposed to be that false god that has taken the illusion and essentially tricked you into thinking it was the real God. According to the way this motherfucker is set up, apparently its true form is the head of a lion and the body of a serpent or a snake, which is fucking nightmare fuel. But if I remember correctly, there's a story. I forgot how they said it was born. I don't remember how they said the demiurge was born, but they said when it was born, its first words came out. Like it looked up and it was like, "I'm God," and then God was like, do something about that nigga." Hey, what? But apparently, yeah, it's supposed to be a form. Like
Young
Swerve was
base
saying,
Lord looks like Jesus, pretty much.
That's what Jesus looks like. Yikes.
No, I mean, Jesus is not, you know, Jesus. The funny thing is about the typical Christian view of Jesus and the Gnostic view of Jesus is like, in the Christian view of Jesus, God, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh rules the earth and the planets and all of that shit. And then we are starting to stray from Yahweh's path. So Jesus comes down on behalf of Yahweh. Like, hey, nah, you got to get back and do it the Yahweh way. You know what I'm saying? Versus the Gnostics, that nigga came against Yahweh. That nigga like, hey, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny in a parallel because when you think about it, it's like, let's say the Gnostics got it 100% right or whatever the case may be, right? When you think about it, oh, this is crazy, right? So look, so you think about it, Yahweh is God. The God Yahweh is a demiurge. He creates the false reality. So in the Garden of Eden, God, he has Adam and Eve, and he's like, hey, look, these are the rules. This is what it is. The serpent is the motherfucker who's like, hey, I'm gonna take you to the fruit of knowledge. Gnosis is knowledge, my nigga. So the serpent, and we already talked about this in ancient religion, serpents represent wisdom and enlightenment anyway. So the serpent is like, hey, look, This nigga don't want you to be like them. I mean, this nigga wants you to think he's the one. He wants you to listen to him, and he wants you to think he got all the answers. Why? Because he don't want you to know your true power. And that's the same thing that the Gnostics say about Jesus. So really, the serpent could have been Jesus' first attempt at trying to wake humanity up. You know what I'm saying? The serpent could have been Jesus. They tell you it's the devil, but the serpent could have been Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Which would even mean if the serpent was Jesus, which kind of makes sense if you look at it from a Gnostic viewpoint, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it's trying to free you from the clutches of the false god. That means when Jesus Christ incarnated again into the New Testament, Jesus who was walking around and got nailed to the Christ, that was already the second coming. That was the second coming right then. Because the first one was the fucking serpent. And him on earth. And then that time he came back again to say, hey, look, I tried to tell y'all niggas when it was Adam and Eve, but now I got to wake y'all up again. So the second coming already happened. So according to the Gnostics, nigga, we've probably been in hell for thousands of years already. You know what I'm saying? But
wowzers. You know what's funny? I actually kind of brought that up at a point the other day. And like, it's all philosophy, right? No one has the fucking answers. But I was like, technically, couldn't we be in hell right now?
Oh, it's just the post-Earth, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
it's pretty nice.
It's not bad out here.
The definition of hell, very loosely, is a place that you just repeatedly get torn apart in bits again and shit like that. And I was like, we kind of do that. I mean, not on an individual level, but as a species. I mean, that's what happens. Wars happen, people die, they get torn to pieces, blown the fuck up. We create new people, and it's just a cycle. I mean, so who's to say that, that's not it now? I mean, we're already living amongst all the sins anyway. Wrath, lust, ban. I mean, we're already living amongst everything right now in this very moment. So who's to say? I mean, who's to say? Until, you die and you figure that out.
No, that's very true, man. We could be in hell right now.
Who knows?
Shit. Or just some, fucked up. But really, what's wild, if you think about it, what it could be on some other level shit, is like God is the false god or whatever. But when we think about what is God necessarily, because it's not really like just old man in the sky shit. God really is like a representation of the overall standard of society, you know what I'm saying? So when you think about historically, when shit is going well across the board, motherfuckers be like, oh, the gods were pleased with them. And when shit is hitting the fan, we must have angered the gods, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the gods or the god is always like just an overall representative of the current climate and temperature of the world as they know it at the time. So when you think about it, the false god itself, or God, is just everything that we praise and uplift as it is, which is our society, you know what I'm saying? So our whole society is the false god. Like the false god is all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say the belly of the beast and the return and the mark of the beast, and like I was saying, niggas talk about the mark of the beast, but don't be worried about the beast itself, which then the beast is the actual society. The mark is just the mark of the society you in, so you can do all this extra shit in that society, but the belly of the beast is the actual world that we in.
That's what you're living in?
Yeah, we in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? We live in the beast, and we live in the false god is the society, you know what I'm saying? So Jesus came down to wake niggas up and take your mind off of this false society that we in and just focus on the kingdom within yourself and work on yourself. But
that makes the most sense to me. Because like I even stress certain things like that. I was like, it's an issue when you start praying to God for I mean, think about it. If you actually believed in a person that was all powerful, all knowing, and all they really wanted you to do was to just improve life for others, like at the most granular level, which is just happiness, right? You think that nigga give a fuck if you get a new car? Like, why pray for him? Like, can I please get a new? Like, nigga, first of all, Jesus didn't have a car, nigga. Like, they wouldn't even invent it then. Like, well, why the fuck would I care if you had a car? Random one person out of 7 billion, 8 billion. Why would I care if you? You know what? Like, it's so much. It's so many material things that we just inject in religion. You know what I mean? Versus like, why don't you pray for simple shit? I pray that I can help more people. I pray that I could just make somebody smile tomorrow. A God would probably care more about that shit. He doesn't care if you get a new house, nigga. You already got a house. Why do you need a bigger house? You know what I mean? Like, it's just little shit like that, which is like, I'm not saying it's not okay to strive for that, but I'm just saying,
God don't give a fuck about that shit.
I don't even waste my time praying for shit like that. I feel like it's almost selfish. It's like, why would I pray for that?
It says somewhere in the Bible about that, and I can't remember where.
But the point I'm getting is like, religion nowadays has gotten so like
materialistic.
Yeah, it's gotten so. I want to use the word corrupted in a sense, because like you'll go to a place, you will pray for these material things, right? Or you will give an offering for those material things. I'm gonna give Jesus $20. A guy $20 in this collection plate. I pray to God he will help my financial situation. Keep the $20, nigga.
You're paying for
Keep the $20. What the fuck? What the fuck? If you're gonna go to church and ask for money and then give money for money, nigga, you getting hustled. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like I said, just think for your fucking self, people. But like I said, this is why this shit is frowned upon. You know what I mean? This is why a subject like Gnosticism is frowned upon, because it's, first of all, it's knowledge.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And when you know things, you can't be deceived and you can't be fucked over. But if you want to keep being ignorant, then, I mean, yeah, it makes sense for me to throw money into a wishing well and hope for more money.
You're just betting on Jesus is going to come through.
Yeah, at that point, you just rolling the dice at that point.
It's the same thing with the motherfucking election, nigga. You going out there and offering your time and your money and throwing in your wishing well ballot ass shit and hoping that this nigga is finna bring in the new reality that he's promising. That's some religious shit, you know what I'm saying?
It is religious. And I even in that, I've told people, I'm like, bro, do you know how weird it is whenever you ride for these politicians harder than like the people literally around you? I was like, bro, you will go out of your way to block somebody on Facebook over their political view, and you will probably see that person again. You blocked this motherfucker over a person you will never see in your life. And if you do, run up on Trump. Run up on Trump or Biden right now. Oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. And try to hug him. Get the fuck away from me. Get your fucking dirty ass hands off of me. Bro, you are beneath them. They don't like you. Like, if you really want the solution is y'all got to come together better on that. Like, you have to solidify as a people, talk it out, hash it out. Shit, if you want to, put some boxing gloves on. Which one of y'all niggas wins is the better president? I don't know.
Joe's piecing them up.
But going to each other's throats over these politicians who, at the end of the day, they're probably gonna not fulfill their promises to you. They literally don't know who the fuck you are. And you're throwing friendships and shit, relationships, like family and shit on the line for niggas who only gonna be in that job max 8 years anyway. Really? I mean, think of it. You throw a whole connection away over somebody's job who has a max of 8 years.
Real shit.
And they don't know you. You look weird. I'm just saying. But it's the same thing with Gnosticism and other things like that. Like, here's the thing. Just like politics, I wouldn't lean and put my stance on anyone like solid, like permanently. The same way I wouldn't about religion. I feel like if you slide into one religion and you stay there, it's either because you need comfort or you need a foundation. Mm-hmm. But if you actually want to get to the bottom of the knowledge, you should be reading other religions too.
That's all so scattered throughout everything, you know what I'm saying?
That's what Gnosticism is. It's a collection of all of the right, or it's supposed to be a collection of all the right parts of different religions.
I got some scriptures, man, that proves that Jesus was on some covert shit. You know what I'm saying?
So he was sneaking around?
Not sneaking around, but the thing about it is, excuse me, he was trying to wake niggas up, but you know what I'm saying? He couldn't just come out and blatantly be like, hey man, look, like, this is the game. Because not everybody could handle that shit, but Jesus often spoke in code, and this is why you have a lot of like shit done nowadays with those secret schools like the Masons or all the little secret initiative schools and shit of knowledge or whatever. They do shit in code and symbol, you know what I'm saying, to keep shit. Because basically, in the Gnosis point of view, And, you know, I guess any scholar or whatever, Jesus, like, he was trying to tell niggas what it was without, you know, how just like how nowadays, just can't no celebrity come out and just be like, oh, they doing this, and that behind the scenes. They gonna kill your ass. So Jesus was like, hey, I'm trying to give you niggas a game, but I gotta do it in a way to where I just don't come right out and say it, because, you know, that's gonna fuck shit up. But I got a couple scriptures, man. You can pull them up and let's.
I'm just thinking when Jesus was talking to the apostles, he was just doing like, he was like,
nah, he spoke
charades.
He spoken cold.
3 words.
Nah, man, he spoken cold.
And he was doing certain things, and they was just like, a couch. And he's just like, how you get a couch?
Probably just chilling. What the fuck is that?
Start doing some weird thing.
Nah, but the nigga was trying to spread a game for real, man. But the nigga, like, so the Gnostics was just basically like, let me see, I'm gonna pull up a scripture, man. I fuck with the King James version, though. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out LeBron.
Chill out. Oh my God.
Fun fact though, people, the King James version, and you can look this up.
What about the New International?
I don't know shit about that, but the King James version, if you're a Christian, I just want you to look it up. Like I said, listen, you owe it to yourself to look things up. Look this up. King James Version. He basically manipulated that version of the Bible because he wanted to do a few other things to pass a few other laws for himself. Just look it up. Also, what's his name? Henry VIII. He did the same thing with religion as well during his time period. He manipulated the Bible a little bit, some of the wording, so he could have, so he could do divorces without upsetting God.
He wanted the son.
I mean, he didn't really give a fuck about God. He wanted them bitches gone. But to please the people, because he's a king and status, just look it up. Look it up. Anyways.
So we got Mark 4:10. Jesus had basically got done talking to a bunch of people, you know, but the niggas that was mainly around him was like, okay, I'm gonna just read it. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said, they was basically like, Jesus, why you be talking in code all the time? And he was like, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted. But basically, we're saying we got to put it straight in their face, but the dumbass niggas not going to catch it. You know what I'm saying? But let me get you a better one. Man. Hold up. We got Mark 13 and motherfucking... Wait, yeah, Mark 13. We still in Mark. You know what I'm saying? We still in Mark. But my nigga Jesus was out there, man, really like trying to get these niggas a game. Hold up, bitch. This ain't the same. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong goddamn passage, man. You go to Matthew. Matthew 13:9. Hold up, fellas. Matthew 13:9, King James Version. And it's again, same shit. Jesus basically speaking in code. Who has ears to hear, let him hear. He basically saying, when niggas say who got ears to hear and eyes to see, it's like, I can put the shit right in everybody's face, but only the intuitive motherfuckers gonna catch it. So this is, again, he letting niggas know, like, I'm giving y'all the game. Everybody not gonna see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. So if you go on past that. But okay, so look what this nigga said. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciple said, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He said, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom. For them it has not been given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given. And he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. I remember growing up in the church, motherfuckers used to try to use this shit as like scripture about money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the rich get richer and the poor get poor. But he's not talking about money at all. This nigga talking about knowledge, bro. This nigga talking about knowledge. This nigga talking about who hath ears to hear, let him hear. When you hear some shit that go in your brain, my nigga, this nigga talking about some, because when you have it, whoever has it, to him shall be given more. If you got knowledge, you gonna get smarter, nigga, because smart niggas, niggas with a little smartness, at least smart enough to know that they not smart at all, so they keep seeking more knowledge. But the niggas who don't have none, from him shall be taken away, even that he have. So the dumb niggas get even more stupid, bro. He not talking about no money, bro. This nigga is talking about straight knowledge. Knowledge is gnosis, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you just read through the shit and really analyze the scriptures, which one was that? That was Matthew 13. I think I got another one on some real nigga shit, dog.
So that's actually a fun fact. I think they said there was a study. I don't know how true it is, but they say that a lot of times smart people don't really think they are that smart because you know that there's more to learn. Mm-hmm. But a lot of dumb people think that they're smart because I don't know. They kind of just, I don't want to say hit their peak, but they just think that they don't need, that they know enough, essentially. But a lot of, I mean, you think about it, a lot of scientists, they just feel like, my work's not done. There's more I need to learn. because they ask questions and they keep asking questions.
Here go one more. Last scripture. I'm not trying to take y'all niggas to church. But,
take me to, oh God.
But it's another one that let Jesus was speaking in code and shit, and he wasn't like, you can't really take his shit literal. He's speaking in code. But the nigga said, and this is a very famous scripture. This is motherfucking Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Which basically means don't be giving out free game to these niggas who don't deserve that shit because they not ready for it. If you give a free game to the wrong nigga, they gonna take that shit, corrupt it, and fuck shit up. And that's pretty much what's happened with the whole world already, you know what I'm saying? A few niggas got a hold of the real knowledge and perverted everything else and made everybody else dumb, so now we all dumb, including me. But you know what I'm saying? But Jesus was kind of trying to give niggas a game back then, man.
So that actually was going to be what I was going to bring up, and that was going to be my question. I was going to actually ask that, and I think it answered it. I was going to say, I feel like there's always a tug of war with how people feel about that as a viewpoint. Because some people want to be like, yo, we need to give out more game because there's a lot of dummies walking around in certain, aspects. But then I know it's a certain area where it's like, that's the exact reason why people don't want to do it. Because they're like, I don't want to give it to the wrong person. Because if I tell you what it is and you go around giving the wrong information and corrupt it, you can make the message even worse. Mm-hmm. There's actually, have y'all done that exercise? There's an exercise like
telephone
that.
Shit? When y'all
Yes. That's a perfect example.
Telephone, when you was a kid, you never play telephone?
You
Where you talk? Wait,
you sit in a big ass circle and then somebody has like a message, like a sentence. I give it to you, I whisper it though.
What they call telephone? I thought it was called like a secret.
And
then at the end of it, the secret's way different than what before.
Yeah.
Damn near always. And the worst part is, most of the time when they do that, it's on average, it takes probably like less than 10 people.
Hell yeah.
Like by the time it's about the fifth person.
You can only ask what one time, some stupid ass shit. You're not allowed to ask what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, who's to say that? Like, there are so many things that have still yet to be unearthed on this planet. And it seems like the more we look back, the more we realize, like, bro.
What if Jesus knew that?
Knew what?
Jesus knew that. So he brought one thing with him. And there's video messages.
What?
And he brought the people.
What are you talking about?
And he's like, hello, guys. This is Jesus. This is the apostles. All right. We leaders. The
year is 22.
The year is 22. We're here with Yahweh. And then he has this video log of it or whatever else. And then at the end of it, he's like, all right, last video log, Jesus again. One of them's going to betray me. Who is it, Jesus? Judas, not now. I'm going to miss you guys. This is going to be rough for me. Tear comes out of his eye. And I hope generations y'all will see this because clearly recordings is the only way we can't disrupt our message and my message. Just in case, I've told them and they wrote it down in the books. Hopefully none of y'all will edit out of the book. But we got this video to back it up. And hopefully none of the preacher people of the church in Rome put it away in this place they call the Vatican.
You know what? There's one more thing I want to say. It just hit me now.
I be just coming up with all these crazy movie things, bro.
Wow.
I should have been a movie director, bro. I put Spielberg to shame, bro.
So
all my Jesus hot takes is crazy.
Speaking about, I guess, how accurate some of this information is, because this is some crazy teachings, right? Crazy teachings, I guess you could say. It's crazy. Woo, believe in yourself. Wow. Crazy thoughts, man. I never would have thunk it. But one very important thing I think they say that a lot of people would find very weird about Gnosticism is the fact that there was this creature who portrayed himself as God, even though he's a false God, called the Demiurge, which is what people call Yahweh, or which is people's thoughts of God in Christianity and other forms of modern day religion, right? Mm-hmm. Created this 3D tangible materialistic plane that we live on. Matrixy, if you will. Have you heard about the lady who died? I think this was like 2017, 2018. Mm-hmm. There was a lady at a tech startup. She had a tech company. I forgot what it was in, but she was a CEO.
Oh,
she started
you got
it.
to say this wild stuff. No,
this shit was crazy.
No, what happened?
It's great. It literally happened.
Nigga, tell me.
So this woman, and I don't know the full extent of what this place was about. He said they downloaded. Something happened.
No, they downloaded.
Man, tell me the fucking story.
Okay, so she basically
2 years ago.
She literally became like the some kind of award, like
Silicon
top CEO woman of the year or something like she was like blowing the fuck up on magazine covers and everything. And she got invited out to some tech seminar or something in Silicon Valley. And she was super excited to go, and like, preface, nothing's wrong with this woman. Because like we talked about this earlier about being dismissive, calling you crazy, all this type of shit, right?
Mm-hmm. She clearly had an underlying health condition.
She went to this place.
Okay, just ignore me.
Because you're trying to be dismissive. She went to the tech seminar. She was excited. I'm on my way, even on Twitter, on my way to the thing. I'm amped, I'm pumped, all that other shit, whatever. Talking to her family, I pulled up, I'm about to go in. So she went there. I think like a day or two later, she called them or they called her. I can't remember. One of them was calling each other. And they were just like, how's it going? How's it out there at the seminar or whatever, the event? And she was like, listen, I'm here and I just figured out some crazy stuff. None of this is real. Nothing matters. It's all a simulation. And they were like, what? And they found this woman. Like, she went missing after that for like a week.
What?
She went missing. They found her later on out of nowhere. Because like they did a whole search. They did the thing for the cell phone and everything, trying to like triangulate her location.
Yeah.
Couldn't find her. I think they said it died, so they couldn't reach it. They found her in her car.
Backseat.
Her rental car.
In the backseat. Parked
in a neighborhood. In the back seat of the car, curled up, dead.
What?
In the fetal position.
No, they don't know how she died though.
Yeah, they have no clue how she died.
But she was in the backseat and parked in a very like known like neighborhood, like a neighborhood like
it wasn't
like
down.
Dude was just like, we don't really notice. We notice when things are out of order, like new cars.
They didn't notice.
And it was like, it's kind of wild that this car that out of nowhere, this rental car out of nowhere just parked and was there for a week.
Nobody noticed it for a whole week.
How long it was there.
And they all and all the neighbors go with that story. It was like, we don't know when that car got there. Like,
not one person could vouch. Yeah, but it's a really small neighborhood they were at.
But you gotta think about it. You'd at least be like, who the fuck is this parked in front of my house?
Weird as shit.
But like, and here's the thing, they did all kind of reports. They ran her history. They was like, no, she has no mental disorders. She has no break, like nothing. Like there was nothing to where it was like she should have been on medication.
Yeah.
There was no disorders to where she needed to be on medication. Nothing. There were no drugs in her system. There was nothing in her system. It's like, so she didn't pop any pills and go crazy. There was no coke. There was nothing.
She finally was able to reach the upper echelon of society. And they told her the truth, and she freaked out. And they were like, "Oh, we thought she was cool."
I think that's actually what she died from. I think they said she died from stress of an anxiety attack or some shit. She died from some she basically died from freaking the fuck out.
She called them, told them that they clicked off the phones. Like, who you calling? They're probably all in their devil worshiper outfits. Why'd you take your hat off? What's going on?
So yeah. Matter of fact, I want to see if I can find out who she was. Let's see if I can look it up. tech CEO. It's gonna be hard to type this in as of 2020. A lot of
been in a quantum talk episode.
There it is. I remember that name. Erin Valenti.
Well, that's where her consciousness is. It's somewhere in the quantum realm.
Erin Valenti.
We can't let you do that, Miss Valenti.
A cause of death for tech founder.
Oh, this was not that long ago.
I just said 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been recent.
This article's from this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new article.
This is a new article. Yeah. And yeah, found in her rental car.
Clearly, she's not real. That's a lizard person.
That's a picture before she died.
That is kind of suspect looking.
It said her death was due to natural causes following an acute manic episode.
Yeah.
She freaked the fuck out to death.
What do you have to see that you freak out to death?
She freaked out to death.
I can't grasp being that emotionally stressed. Because think about it. Yeah. Like how stressed, like I know people that go through crazy, like she didn't stab herself or anything else, right? Like I know people that kill themselves over a breakup. Like that's how stressed they are that they take physical action. She didn't take physical action. She was so stressed, her body caved in.
Yes.
Mentally shut down.
Wow.
They downloaded her.
You know how crazy it is to die from freaking out?
They were like, don't worry, you won't tell nobody else. Downloaded her memory and then threw her to the quantum realm. And then her mom was like, no.
An acute manic episode. Yes, 5 days later, she was found dead.
She'll be re-downloaded into a sex robot. With
no signs of physical harm. She wasn't beat, nothing. She just literally just curled up in the backseat and just,
Ain't that goals, right? Like, we're going to say something real crazy on this podcast. One of us going to get invited out, most likely Joe. Joe going to call me, because Jerry don't answer the phone. And then he going to say something, and then Joe's going to be gone.
I don't answer the phone either.
Well, that's why you're going to be the one gone.
My bad.
They said she talked fast and erratically. She would make a switch. It's all a game. It's a thought experiment. We're in the Matrix.
Yeah, this is most likely what's going to happen to Joe.
It's all a game. It's a thought experiment.
I'm not going to freak out over this.
Well, if you did freak out, like, yeah, Joe was so stressed that he just died like that, I'd be like, first off, this man is way too stoked to be affected. Sums up.
Yeah, I wouldn't freak out over this.
If you called me and told me some stuff like that, bro, I had to go to war.
I'd be happy. Honestly, I'd be like, yo, we're in the Matrix, bro. Which, if we keep going by these laws, one of us is the one. Honestly, we got to figure out who's the one, bro. I'm trying to start flying and super leaping across buildings and punching through brick walls. Like, I'm in the Matrix. I now know if we figure it out, we can break some laws in physics, nigga. I'd be excited.
You know what? One thing that was really interesting when it comes to the whole simulation idea is it was the concept that was said, if we have the technology that can put us in a simulation, then it's too late. We're already in a simulation. That saying always got me.
I'm sorry, you said what now?
The saying that if you thought, if we figure out that we have the technology to be in a simulation, then it was already too late. We're already in a simulation.
Oh, I could definitely.
Just as in like, just the whole concept as in like, with this, we can put a civilization into a simulation. Mm-hmm. If you can think that, then it already means somebody already did that and we're already caught in it.
Yeah, because somebody already has to be above you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that being a thought. Right. But here's the thing. We already have The Sims. So Second Life and The Sims. Is the Second Life more or less you controlling someone else? Or is it a bunch of NPCs?
Anybody you want to be. And it's all everybody. It's no NPCs, I don't think. It's everybody.
The Second Life sounds more like Sword Art Online, but probably better.
Bro, dude spends more time with his Second Life family than his actual family.
That guy's fucking...
One guy was a world-renowned DJ on Second Life. Bro, I did Second Life for like a week, and it was wild, bro. I had a Louisiana girlfriend, and I just realized things about Louisiana that I was like, yeah, there's... I'm not it was wild, bro. It was wild. I got incorporated into all these weird groups, and my hair, my dreads at the time, my Second Life dreads were so unique. My locks, let me say, my Second Life locks were so unique and everything else that they were just like, whoa, I've never seen hair like that. And I was just typing, talking to them. They were like, yo, and they were just pretty much, it was like, yo, we'll put you on. Had like 3 kids. It was real weird. and everything. Also, my penis was very unique.
That sounds like Roy Simulator.
It was
my kids, my family, my wife. Where is she?
It was like this billionaire person put me on and everything. Oh well, no.
Now we talking about billionaire in real life or billionaire on Second Life?
How do I know?
I don't know actually.
How do I know that he's in real life, bro?
Like, do people not talk about their real lives on there? Is that like taboo or some shit?
You can.
Oh.
But it was like real weird. I went to a couple sex mansions. I don't know why there's so many sex mansions.
Of course you know.
Second Life?
That's what the internet is for, bro.
One was like
sexy time, yes.
It was like that Dave Chappelle weird internet episode. Never when a person say you want to see something weird, never follow that person to a basement. There was a horse there, and I will leave that and back to Gnosticism. I had some wild things, bro.
So yeah, man. Man, that makes me wonder. Y'all want to have a simulation episode?
Oh yeah, you have a friend that has their own city, $5,000 city, real money, $5,000 invested into it. Second Life City.
I can only imagine how much you get away with putting $5,000 into software.
You also know a former high fashion designer in Second Life.
I know I do.
Like, if you can't figure out who the person is, but like they put me on because I was just there to be on the game to just flex the clothes and designs they had, and they was just already on top of them. They were
start with M.
Yes.
Yep, I knew it.
Yeah.
Now the $5,000 person, is this the same person or is that another person?
Same person got invested into.
They
were invested that much money into them. That's how in the game they would like.
Did they get any returns?
That's how they made a living for a while.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, you didn't know that's where the money came from?
As long as you're making money, man.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
But yeah, they had partners and everything. It was wild. It was wild, bro.
So people watching, what you think about all this? Like, Gnosticism.
Your God is false.
If you believe in him. If you atheist, I can't really tell you nothing.
We really just need all live together so we can make movies out of these ideas. I really think this whole time capsule Jesus idea where he just constantly talks about, and he video recorded it because they say all technology that we have now is nothing new. So they have video stuff back then, but then they erased it. And the Vatican hides the time capsule stuff. And there's Jesus right there educating the apostles.
That's what we need to have. We need to have a fucking Vatican episode, boy.
Oh boy. What do I think? What do you people think about all this? Tell us your favorite religion. We will dissect your favorite religion and tell you why it's wrong.
I was about to say, yeah. Throw any religion at me, man. We can break that bitch down.
Hey, man.
And go at it, bro.
I'm not going to tell you wrong.
I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm just going to break it down.
Oh, no. They're wrong, and it's okay they're wrong. No. Because knowing that they're wrong is the only way they'll get growth.
I don't think Buddhism is wrong. Yeah.
Because listen,
it's not a religion.
Listen, nothing is wrong in the simulation.
You just said Gnosticism is not, and it's an ism. It's not a religion. Buddhism is a religion.
Any ism is a religion.
Jesus was a Buddhist. Fun fact.
He was more Buddhist than a Christian.
No religions are wrong, okay?
Jesus wasn't a Christian at all.
No religions are wrong in the simulation. Because it's just a simulation.
That's true. And they want you to have a religion.
Yo, the guy behind the simulation thing is just like, I don't know what he's talking about, but clearly there's religions wrong.
That's how you know if you troll so hard enough that they open, I gotta come in there, nigga. What are you doing? What are you doing in the simulation?
Oh my God, like the janitor dude, like he just opens his quantum wall and he's looking normal.
Like, bitch,
calm down.
Bitch, if you don't stop trolling, fucking up the code.
He opens up your computer, takes that little like voice thing, closes it back. Y'all have a good day. And then it closes behind him.
So, I guess final thoughts, anybody? Final thoughts on Gnosticism and...
All this shit fake.
Damn.
God that you praise is fake. You fake. Your daddy fake. That bitch shit next to you fake. Your careers, your passions, your hobbies fake.
Your
everything
pets,
you love fake. You fake ass niggas. Wake the fuck up. And I'm playing.
Y'all so fake, your bullies is fake, bro. You don't even got real enemies.
Your dreams fake. Your nightmares fake. Your passions fake.
You even got on fake a Gap, bro. Go on get some real clothes in your life.
Fake ass niggas
eating fake food, bro. You eat clone meat, bro.
Eating fake ass food. Hey, well, God bless, man. But it all this fakeness, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what if we had a mini series called Quantum Simulation? and it's a series based off the quantum janitors, kind of like the Time Police and Rick and Morty, where people are just adjusting certain things when they find the truth. But we don't do anything where we beat people up. We just go up there and we edit certain things looking normal, and then leave out.
Man, I'm gonna cut
I want
it
to see
there.
what Eric Bellini said to make motherfuckers say this shit is fake.
I'm tired of giving motherfuckers free game.
You want to know what she saw to see people to say everything was fake? Black people. What?
That's my biggest fear is aliens or somebody on the other side being racist. They're like, call the blacks. Call the blacks and you'll transcend.
Man, what if it was Hitler? What did you say? The simulation is just like, Eric Valenti, we're here to show you truth. And Hitler is there, and he looks young, and he got blonde highlight. But he looked like Homelander, but in a Nazi outfit.
Guten Tag.
And she just freaked out, and he was like, "Yes, you think it happened decades ago? It actually happened 2 days ago." And the time just moves in a very weird. And like Hitler looks at a very beautiful woman.
That would be the most bite the dusty thing where you thought you won, you thought you beat Hitler, but that nigga just put you to sleep in a simulation.
It was like, yeah.
Oh God.
It was like we got all hit. Something happened.
Cutting it.
What?
Cutting it.
Oh, bye.
You keep talking. I'm cutting audio. Fuck that.